Greetings. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Normally, I'll just pick my book and know that I'm gonna get to it when I get to it. In the month of June, though, I got 2 books and I actually ended up reading them. And I enjoyed them, so I thought let's just do a review on my June books of the month. So I ended up getting King of Ashes because I'm a fan of S.A. Cosby, and The Summer We Ran because the cover was cute for one. Don't know why given the state of the times, but something about political books and like romances are intriguing me right now. Let's flip a coin on which book to start with. Alexa, flip a coin. This is heads.
It's heads.
This is the author of Razorblade Tears, one of my favorite books of 2024. I read a couple of the other books on his backlog, and I just feel like he has such a way with words paired with the narrator that reads all of his books. It just makes the stories feel so good and really draw you in, and he writes these characters that are kind of on both sides of the law, and you can't help but rooting for them. This book is about siblings and kind of the secrets that they uncover about their family. There's a lot of little subplots in the overarching plot, which S.A. Cosby does a lot. But Roman, which is our main character, he's just good with money. I can't remember his exact job, but like he's good with getting your investments, flipping your money, making you rich. There's Dante, the middle brother who gets us into this trouble. And then there's Nevaeh, the sister who runs the crematorium back home with their dad. On top of that, their mom went missing in the town years ago when they were kids. And Nevaeh's kind of trying to figure out what happened to their mom. So the story starts with Nevaeh, I think, basically calling Roman and saying, hey, dad's in the hospital. Roman, being the older brother that he is, he comes home to kind of help the family while their dad is in the hospital. While he's there, middle brother Dante basically confesses to Roman, hey, I got us in. Roman says, huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? Dante and his friend took some drugs from the main drug guys in town, smoked it, snorted it. They didn't have the money, right? Come to find out, wait, I'm not gonna spoil. This is gonna be spoiler free. That's not a spoiler. So come to find out, all these things are connected. And Roman, again, has to play both sides of the law, using his financial skills to get that money back, but also being a big brother, right? Like in all of the S.A. Cosby books that I've read so far, he explores these different family dynamics. There have been siblings in books before, I think, but this was the first time where I think it was really the focus. They're dealing with dirty cops. Nevaeh is still trying to figure out what happened to their mom while understanding what's happening with their dad. Dante is still doing drugs. Now for my rating, I gave it 4 stars. If he writes it, it's gonna be good, okay? But something in the end was missing for me, and I feel like there were so many stories that we opened but didn't close, and it just felt like it was too short. Didn't really feel resolved with Nevaeh's story. I didn't feel resolved with Roman's story. Dante did what Dante did, but I just needed a little bit more to feel like, okay, this book feels settled to me. But that was King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. 4 stars. I'd still recommend it, and if you do read it, do yourself a favor and listen to the audiobook along with it. Next up, The Summer We Ran by Audrey Ingram. Dual timelines, but also dual POV. It's about Tess and Grant, and Tess and her mom just got this new job for this sort of affluent woman in society, and Tess ends up falling in love with the boy next door, Grant. The story again starts in Tess's POV, and you're finding out that she is running for governor, I believe, and so is Grant. See them running in the present time, and you also see them falling in love in the past and what happened and what broke them up, because obviously they're not together because drama must ensue. It felt fast. It felt like a quick read. Just when I started to need a little bit more from the story, it immediately switched to Grant's point of view. So I felt like that was good writing wise. I just think the story, it gave me the back and forth that I needed. There could have been a little bit more tension, I can't lie, but I gave it 5 stars, so I loved it. That I'm so pro-choice, it's not even funny. That is talked about in the book, and Tess and Grant, they end up falling in love, but obviously they are from 2 sides of the tracks, with Grant being rich and privileged and Tess not so much, but Grant also having these struggles with his dad, with his relationships with his parents, all these different things. So there are some things that make them drift apart. There's one sort of big issue that becomes a thing on the campaign and what we find out in the story. Now, even though I gave this book 5 stars, I do think that these characters should not be together. I don't like that it's implied that they are. They're fine if they are, but you'll just have to read it and tell me what you think, and I think it'll make sense. Alright guys, that was my review of King of Ashes and the Summer We Ran. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram, on TikTok, and also on Goodreads, because you'll see these things when I'm reading them. You'll see what I'm doing. You'll just see stuff. All those links are down in the description below. So see you in the next video. I forgot their names.